We pray for better days.
So today we're going to make a video on something that I find super interesting, and that's the phenomenon of financial bubbles. Why do they happen? How do they happen? And how can you avoid being on the wrong side of them? So what is a bubble, first of all? A bubble is when the price of any asset becomes grossly inflated over a very short period of time. Let's look at Bitcoin. 12th of November 2017, it went from $6,000 to $20,000 in the space of pretty much a month. So on the 17th of December, it hit $20,000, which is its all-time high. And after that, you can see the price reversed, and it went down for quite a long time after that. So you can see right here, this is absolutely where you don't want to buy, but this is where a lot of kind of retail buyer interest comes into play, because at this point, there'll be a lot of interest from the media, mainstream media, bringing people's attention to it. So that's what a bubble is. That's what it looks like on a chart. Why it happens, basically there's so much runaway interest in any asset that there is a positive feedback cycle between people who are short-term traders and people who are long-term traders. So the short-term traders see the prices going up, they try to make some money on a day, more get in, they drive the price up more and more and more and more, and this sort of thing happens. When you're a day trader or a short-term trader, you'll take your profits by the end of the day, so you're not playing on a level playing field as someone who is a long-term investor. So that's why if you're a long-term investor, you buy here and you're planning to hold for a few days, a few weeks, a few months, you're going to get stung very heavily, because those guys who you're competing against, they've got in here and they're getting out here, and they're certainly not longing anymore after they've realized that the price is reversed and the trend is went the opposite way basically. So this is why you want to be careful. There's a good saying on Wall Street that if your taxi driver starts talking about a share or an asset, then it's probably a good time to get out, because at that stage there's so many people who are interested in it that there's no more money that can go into that class of asset. So at that stage it'll fall under its own weight and it'll basically reverse. As we know, Bitcoin is in the news a lot around about this time, so it was time to be a little bit suspicious of that. Obviously that's not the only reason why bubbles happen. No one actually really knows the full reason why they happen, but that is more than likely one of the main contributors, and it's why as a long-term investor you want to avoid something that you've been hearing a lot about in the news or reading a lot about on websites, because if you're planning to get involved at this point, you're not playing on a level playing field against a lot of people who are short-term day traders. So just something to watch out for. Just a quick thing before we go, actually, just wanted to show you where Bitcoin is at the minute. So there's been quite a few signs of reversal recently. You can see here, this is where it was in 2017. This is its all-time high, and as I say, it's just getting back up into the realms of reversal at the minute, where the price is turning around and things are looking a little bit more optimistic. Particularly at the minute, you can see here there's quite a lot of interest pushing it up against this line of resistance. So this is an ascending triangle. So for me, Bitcoin is looking a little bit more positive in future. Anyway, as I say, guys, hope you all enjoyed this. I shall see you all next time. Cheers.